So today we'll be going over the basics of gift wrapping and making sure that your gift wrapping is meticulous. Okay. So we're going to start with something simple, like this box. So we're going to start by ensuring that our gift wrap is going to be the right size. So I'm using this very beautiful Italian gift wrap by Rossi, which is lovely and has a beautiful pattern on it. And it's got lovely reflective gold on it too. So we're going to first measure out our gift wrap. So we don't want it too small, otherwise it won't cover the gift. And we don't want it too big, otherwise it makes it much harder to wrap. So first we want to make sure that we've got enough to go around the entire box. So we want to leave a little bit of a gap so that we've got overlap. And then we want to measure our box. So this is the base, so that's one side, second side, third side, fourth side. We need at least this much gift wrap to ensure that the whole box is covered. So I'm going to use my pencil and make a little pencil mark just here. Next, we want to make sure that our ends are covered too. So if you place your box on its largest side, and then we want to measure up, and we want about 2/3 of the box covered on one side. So that will ensure that we haven't got too much on the ends and we haven't got too little either. Now, once you've done that, make sure you've got enough on the other side. So we're going to use an estimate of the same width over here as over here. So we're going to go here. And then cut out your paper. So we place our gift on our gift wrap. Now, when you're actually wrapping your gift, try not to think of it as rolling the paper around the box. You want to think of it as folding it into the paper. So first of all, we want to just see where our edges are going. And we want to try and hide our edges so they land on the corners of the box. This will give a very beautiful, neat finish to our gift wrapping. So I would like the flap to be on the top. So we're going to line up the top edge with the edge of the box, like so. Now, when you've got it in place, you want to hold the box in place and then push it so you can create a corner, a bit of a fold to that top edge. Then we want to do the same on the next corner. So we can fold it over, keep it nice and tight, and then create a fold. So you're folding the paper around the box rather than rolling it in the paper. So the bottom one is a bit of a challenge, but we can do that. Folding, folding. And then we're going to do that last one, which is going to finish on top, but we will tuck that one in. Like so. Now, when you're here, you can get your box so it's central, ensure it's all nice and neat. So for pristine gift wrapping, I suggest you invest in some double-sided tape. Now, I use finger lift tape, which means that it's not glued right to the edge, which is a lot more useful. Then you don't have to spend ages trying to peel to find the edge when you take it off of your gift wrap. Okay. So we've got our double-sided tape because you're all very organised. You've all done it. So we want to put the last flap inside so that the top edge is on the top. We want to have our overlap hidden at the corner. Okay. So we're going to take our double-sided tape and just have a little bit and apply that to your gift wrap. And this is going to go on your underside. There we go, that was nice and easy, wasn't it? Hurrah! So now we want to fold in our ends and we want to keep those all nice and neat as well. So start at one end, we want to hold our box in place so it doesn't slide around inside our paper. We want to fold in the left and right sides. Now when we're folding in, we want to try and get it so that it's as close to the box as possible. And then we can do the left and the right side. Now, once you've folded in the left and right hand side, turn the box around and do the other side. So we're going to do the left side and the right side. Now, the closer in you get your folds, the neater your final gift wrapping will be. Now, the reason I do either end first, if you concentrate only on one end, then inevitably the box will move and then you might not have enough to cover the other end. So make sure you do one end, then flip it around and do the other end, okay? That way you can ensure you've got enough for both sides. Now, once you've got it central, you're going to go upwards first and then downwards. And again, we're going to crease those corners so we've got nice crisp folds all the way around the end. Once we've creased all of the end, we can then put a little double-sided tape on the inside of this. Hurrah! We've got our gift wrapped box. I'm now going to show you how to tie a bow with no twist on the bottom. That means that your wrapped present will sit wonderfully flat, very satisfying. So we have our lovely green ribbon and we're going to start this way. So we're going to have our ribbon down and we're going to place our box onto the ribbon. So this side of the ribbon is going to become one side of our bow. Make sure you leave enough length so that you can actually tie a bow. Right. So we've got end number 1 is here. So we want to come round. We want to have our end stay on the top and we want to fold and twist our ribbon around end number 1. So we're going to keep hold of this end. And then this length is going to go underneath the box and around back to the top. Now, your length, that is going to create the other side of your bow. Make sure you leave enough so that you can tie a whole bow. We've got end number 1, which is holding our ribbon onto the box, and end number 2, which is off floating by itself. End number 2 wants to go underneath end number 1 of the box. So we're going to go under this corner here, under here. Once you're there, you can then tie a very simple knot. Now at this point, you can then centralize your bow, centralize your knot, make sure everything is in its right place. So here you can see there is no twist on the bottom. Once you've tied your knot, hopefully one side will be upwards, one side will be downwards. So we take the upwards one, make it into a loop, then the downwards one folds over the loop, goes underneath, and then through to tie your bow. And we want to keep nice control of our ribbon and make it all very perfect and meticulous. And there we are. Now I always trim my ribbon so it's at a happy angle. And there we have our perfectly wrapped box. Yay! I hope you enjoyed that and you learnt a lot. Please do subscribe to see more gift wrapping tutorials in the future, and do leave a comment, let me know how you get on. Thanks very much for watching.